G'day YouTubers, this is another knot that I've started to use fairly recently. I showed you the Centauri knot a few videos ago, and that's been my go-to knot for 50 odd years. It works particularly well on heavier line, I find, but as the line gets lighter and lighter you need more and more coils to make it work, and I find that the more coils you have, the harder it is to manage them. When I was younger and I had really good eyesight, there was no difficulty in that. I had no trouble seeing the coils. But as I'm getting older, I'm finding my eyesight's not quite what it used to be, and managing a whole heap of coils there on the Centauri knot is just more difficult than it needs to be. So I was looking around for a different knot. Not all that keen on the uni-knot. It's okay for some things, but again, for the lighter line, not all that thrilled with it. Just doesn't seem to dress out nicely. Looking around, this is what I came up with. I think it's pretty good. It hasn't let me down yet, although it certainly hasn't had 50 odd years of testing. It's been good so far. I like the knot and I have every confidence in it, so I'll show you how it works. You can see what you think. I just want to show you this new knot that I'm using for very light mono to swivel hook, whatever. I find it's really good for the light line, better than anything else I've tried. Start off by just putting it through the eye as you normally would, and then come back a second time through the eye so that you've created a loop like that. Now give yourself plenty of tag end on it, so something like that'll do. Keep your main line up here beside the loop. Take your tag end in under the main line and the loop and bring it round, so you're actually looping your tag end around everything. So 1, 2, 3. And that'll do me because this is a knot for mono, and I'm using a piece of string for it to try and demonstrate it. When we've gone around 3 times, bring that tag end up through the bottom of the loop like that, so that your tag end and your main line are both coming out the same side of the loop. From there on, you just tighten down on it by pulling on the main line. I hang on to the tag end just to make sure that it comes down nice and neat like that, and then snug right down on it. You can give your tag end a bit of a tug if you want, snug right down on your main line, and then cut off the tag end up really close to the knot so that you don't get your line hooking up in the bit that's flopping around. And that's all there is to it. I found that knot is really, really good for tying a light leader onto my swivel or onto my hooks. Anything from, say, well, even 20 pounds is all right, but basically under that, all the way down to 6 pound, I find that's a great knot for it. Only for mono though. I haven't tried it with braid, and I don't know how well it would work with braid, but for mono it has been really good. As I mentioned previously in a video, I've always used the Centauri knot as my main knot, and occasionally the uni-knot more recently. I was never terribly happy with either of them as a knot for a really light line. This one, on the other hand, seems to do very well. So that's it, nice and quick. That's a knot. Give it a try and see what you think. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you like that knot. As I said, I've found it quite good. I will be doing a strength test on the knots in a month or 2. I'm not sure when I'll get to it. I've got a lot of video projects lined up, but I will get it done and I'll show you just how strong this knot is. I think it's pretty good. So until then, good fishing.